Hey everyone, this is Samson, bringing another Skills and Runes video. This time we're doing it on the Wizard. This will be my fifth and final one. This first ability is called Magic Missile. It does 110% weapon damage as Arcane and is free. This is Magic Missile with the rune attached Charge Blast, which increases the damage to 143% weapon damage. As with any of the free abilities, it's basically going to be a filler for when you're either out of Arcane power or just don't need to do a lot of AoE damage. This next rune for Magic Missile is called Split, which changes the damage to 3 missiles at 50% weapon damage apiece, and is pretty good at AoE damage, although not the best in the Wizard's arsenal. This next ability is called Shock Pulse, which fires out 3 unpredictable electric charges at 105% weapon damage. Shock Pulse without any runes added to it is, to me, a pretty terrible ability. It forces you to be right next to your opponents, which will make you take unnecessary damage. The AoE that the Explosive Bolts adds to Shock Pulse is pretty decent. Definitely makes the ability seem like it's not as worthless. This ability is called Spectral Blade, which has 135% weapon damage in a small cone in front of you. This ability does not seem as useless as Shock Pulse because you can at least direct the damage in the way that you would like it to go. This next ability is called Ray of Frost, and it costs 20 arcane power and 215% weapon damage, and it also slows their movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. When you first get this ability, you're like, oh sweet, new ability, and then you start using it and you realize how terrible it really is. Even with Numb added as a rune, it definitely just feels like every time you use it that it's a waste of 20 arcane power. This next ability is called Arcane Orb. It costs 35 arcane power and does 175% weapon damage in a 10-yard radius. After getting Arcane Orb, I instantly felt gratification every time I use this ability. It is a little expensive at 35 arcane power, but the damage it does, teamed up with Magic Missile, made it seem like the perfect arcane dump. Now this is with the rune added, Obliteration, which increases the damage to 228%, which actually made the ability feel broken. As of Beta Patch 18, this ability with Obliteration does the highest single target damage. This ability is called Arcane Torrent. It costs 20 arcane power and does 175% weapon damage at the impact location. I find it kind of interesting this ability actually seeks out targets and kind of uses a dummy system while doing AoE at the impact location. I can see this ability being used a lot in the later stages of the game because of the ease of use and lower arcane cost. This ability is called Frost Nova. It freezes enemies in place for 3 seconds, has no cost but a 12-second cooldown. This ability will be really good for gaining some distance from a lot of fast-moving mobs or just a lot of mobs in general that are in your face. This is the rune Shatter, which has a 50% chance to release another Frost Nova when killed, and it seems like a very good way to chain snare mobs. This ability is called Diamond Skin. Cooldown is 15 seconds, and it has a 6-second duration, absorbing 325 damage from incoming attacks. And since the ability is free, it seems like it'll be a very good oh shit button. This next ability is called Wave of Force. It costs 25 arcane power, has a 15-second cooldown, deals 200% weapon damage, and also slows enemies by 60%. This ability is going to be very good for clearing out a lot of low health mobs. This ability is called Energy Twister. It costs 35 arcane power, does 360% weapon damage over 6 seconds to everything in its path. This ability was a little hard to control, but I'd imagine in small spaces this will be devastating to huge groups of mobs. And of course, like always, this is me fighting King Leoric, showcasing off the 4 abilities that I thought were the best all-around abilities. Alright, that's it for all of my Skills and Runes videos. I would like to hear what everyone's planning on playing after release. I'm probably going to start a Witch Doctor first because all my other friends are starting the other classes. So if you want to leave a comment below on what you'll be playing and if you're planning on starting Nightmare right away or leveling a new character in Normal or just farming Normal for a year for Nightmare. Anyways, the comments below, discussion would be awesome. You can like the video, subscribe if you like. Thanks again, have a nice day.